The Crown and the Flame, Book 1, Chapter 16. The battle comes to a head. Can Kenna forces breach Stormholt's walls? Ah. Chapter 16. The Cannon. Now playing as Dominic. With Sei freed and Hex knocked unconscious, you now have control of the fire cannon. Now I'll show you what this cannon can really do. If that means we're going to use it against Marco's men, I'm in. Help me. You and Sei adjust the cannon's aim, pointing it at the Narakis soldiers stationed on top of the walls. We will destroy this weapon and our enemies along with it. Are you ready, Lowlander? Am I ready? What's the plan? Use your anger, every last flame of it. Now burn with me, Lowlander. You feel the magic twisting inside, anger and guilt, rage and betrayal. One face burns in your mind. He's kind of a spoiled brat, but he's just messed up. I'm gonna think of him. You think of Bartel. I'm coming for you, monster. And for my hawk. Blue fire blossoms across your palms. It's working. Sei grabs your hands, and holding them in her own, plunges them into the cannon's barrel. Now! What do you want to do? Fire a huge column of flame. You feel the fire rushing out of you, combining with Sei's, and a massive column of flame explodes out the end of the cannon. Yes. You sweep the column across the top of the wall, mowing down dozens of Narakis soldiers. Fire! Fire! Ah! Ha! Well done, Dominic. She used his name. Only one task remains. Give me everything you have. I'll try. Sei pours your combined power into the cannon. The whole machine begins to shake, then grow red hot. The metal wavers and then begins to melt. Flames burn hot all around you as the cannon is destroyed. We did it. +5 army. No! Oh, she's awake. You turn to see Hex struggling to her feet. How dare you! How dare you! I'll kill you for this. I'll kill you both. Is that what you think happens now? Sei holds up her hand, a bright white flame dancing across her palm. Because I had other ideas. Barbarians, troglodytes, I'll dissect you and keep your organs in jars. Sei steps towards Hex, but the soldiers close in on you both, weapons drawn. Get back, prisoners. Sei looks on angrily as Hex retreats. Just burn them all. What do? Blast the soldiers. You call forth the fire, hurling it at the soldiers. Ah! Not bad, Lowlander. +1 power. Thanks. Now playing as Kenna. You watch as Hex's cannon obliterates Marco's soldiers, then ceases firing entirely. The cannon, it's stopped. We've got a straight shot at the castle wall. What could have possibly happened in there? A malfunction? No, this is Dominic's work. I know it. I've heard you mention that person before. Is he very important to you? Dominic is a dear friend. Then I hope we find him well. No time to sit around and talk about it. Forward! Yes, sir. We are with you. Leon leads the charge. You and your army reach the castle wall. This is it. Angle the drill straight at the wall. Aye, sir. And don't let anyone near it. This is it. You join the ranks of soldiers guarding the drill. Look out! You turn and see a dozen flaming arrows raining down on the drill from the wall above. Block them all. Shields up! As one, you all raise your shields, blocking the arrows. The drill's safe for now. You turn back to face the rest of the battle. You spot the archers leveling their bows once more. Block the arrows. Shields up! As one, you all raise your shields, blocking the arrows. Finally, your army managed to overrun the Navrakas archers. Whitlock, how much longer until the drill's through the wall? Shouldn't be long now. A few more minutes. I don't know if we have enough time. We don't have much of a choice. Now playing as Dominic. Smoke fills the courtyard, rising from the ruined cannon and the scattered bodies of Navrakas soldiers. I feel strange, like I'm running a fever. It will be that way for a while. You must train your body to channel the power. There's so much I don't know about this. How did you learn to control the fire? All who carry the flame are taught from when we are very young. I'm surprised you survived this long without training. Still, there is much for you to learn. Later, we've got a battle to win first. This is your battle, not mine. I was brought here as a captive, and now I am free. Why should I risk my life for these people? You're just going to leave? Okay. Bye, Say. You let her go. I understand. I'll find you after the battle. We have much to discuss. If you survive. Right, if I survive. From far away, near the castle wall, you hear an enormous crash. What was that? You are now playing as Kenna. Just a few more seconds. That's it, we're through. You charge into the hole created by the drill, and Navrakas soldiers come pouring out. Everyone, push forward! They can't stop us now! Your army surges ahead with a roar. The Navrakas soldiers are immediately overwhelmed by your superior numbers. For Queen Kenna, for glory! There's too many of them! Fall back, fall back! For Stormholt! Charge! Your army drives the Navrakas soldiers back into the courtyard. As you fight your way into the courtyard, a familiar voice cuts through the noise of battle. What took you so long? Dominic? You race towards Dominic. Though the battle rages around you, for just a second, time seems to stand still. Yay! In that second, you feel the weight of the years apart. You remember the dangers that kept you away, and how hard you fought to get to this moment. I should clasp his hand. I knew you'd come. You're alive. You're really alive. I feared the worst. Oh, they'll need more than a war to take me out. Always so confident. Kenna. There'll be time for all that later, but now, look, Kenna, Prince Marco. You turn to see Prince Marco looking down at you from the castle wall. Angry face. It's time to end this. You see Dom staring down the battlefield at a man rushing toward the stables. Bartel. Yes, time to end this. You and Dominic lock eyes for a long moment. Later, we'll have time to... Yes, later. Be safe, Kenna. Dominic rushes off toward the stables, and Leon goes to the head of the army. Marco will try to run. He's a coward if I ever saw one, and he'll know he's lost. Leon, take the bulk of our forces and come with me to secure the castle. Yes, my queen. What about me? Can you fight? Not exactly. Then why didn't you stay at camp? I had to operate the drill. To be honest, I didn't have a solid plan beyond that. Stay close. You'll be safer with us hunting down Marco than out here in that melee. You, Gabriel, and Whitlock rush into the castle with Leon and the rest of your army close behind. You find Marco waiting for you inside. Marco, surrender now. Tell your soldiers to surrender. There's no need for anyone else to die today. I couldn't believe it when my soldiers reported that you were actually leading the charge. You hear heavy doors being slammed shut and bolted behind you, cutting you, Gabriel, and Whitlock off from the rest of the army. I knew you wouldn't be able to resist charging in head first. Helene emerges from a side room, leading a company of Narakis soldiers. The doors are secured, sir. Kill them. Yes, my lord. We have you now. Marco ducks through a small side door near the end of the hall, locking it behind him. A trap. I should have figured it out. I should have known. None of us saw it coming, but we must find a way out of this. We've got no choice but to fight. You draw your weapon. Good thing my weapon cuts through everything. Oh yeah. This weapon is perfect. You ready your glaive and swing it at the closest soldier. Ah! Whitlock, behind you! Whoa! Come here, you little runt. Hey, don't call him that. He's awesome. Whitlock ducks under a sword and throws a vase at one of the soldiers. As you fight the soldiers, a woman in shining armor steps in front of Gabriel. The legendary Gabriel Amarn. I'm afraid you have me at a disadvantage, Lady... Captain Helene of the Royal Guard. Oh yes, Helene Leventis. I must say I'm surprised to find you serving a pup like Marco. I am sworn to His Majesty King Luther. Well then, you should join us instead. Why not? Abandon Marco. He doesn't deserve your loyalty. My honor wouldn't allow it. I pledged my life in service to King Luther. Now this is a surprise, to find a soldier with honor in Navrakis' forces. There's no way around it. To battle's end, then, Captain? Gabriel raises his weapon in salute. With a grave nod, Helene responds in kind. To battle's end, sir. Wait! Gabriel and Helene cross swords as you fight your way toward them. Helene attacks in a furious barrage of strikes. And Gabriel responds, coming alive with a speed and fury you've never seen in him before. Ah! Gabriel lands a crushing blow on Helene's breastplate, knocking the wind out of her. Helene stumbles against Gabriel and stabs her sword deep into Gabriel's side. Gabriel, no! You fought well, Gabriel Amarn. You almost had me. I'm not done yet. With the last of his strength, Gabriel rams Helene backwards, shoving her out of the window. Defenestration. Ah! Ugh. Gabriel collapses. Enraged, you defeat the last of the Navrakis soldiers and rush to Gabriel's side. Kenna, this is bad. Really bad. Are you saying... I've seen a lot of injuries. He's not going to survive. No. No. You fall to your knees beside Gabriel. I fear this is the end of my tale. Gabriel, you've been like a father to me. You honor me. It has been my privilege. I need you, Gabriel. I can't do this without you. You're wrong. You're strong now. You've become everything I ever hoped. I couldn't be more proud of you, my queen. Gabriel, Gabriel closes his eyes and his breathing stops. As you stare down at Gabriel's still body, Whitlock pulls gently on your arm. Come on, we need to move. Get away from me. I'm not leaving him. Kenna, think. Gabriel's sacrifice will mean nothing if we let Marco get away. We have to end this. You let Whitlock pull you to your feet and you turn your eyes away from Gabriel to where Marco fled. I'm coming for you, Marco. Chapter Progress. You've destroyed Hex's cannon. Marco's forces have been greatly diminished. You failed to convince Sei to stay. However, Sei's role in your story is far from over. Overall progress. Oh, okay. So Sei was the last person, alive and not loyal. Prestige, 43 out of 71. Power, 24 out of 26. Weapons, 15 out of 40. Allies, 30 out of 60. Troops, 83 out of 85. Significant choices, 65 out of 150. Army score, 260 out of 432. That's the end of this chapter.